Okay. Right. Okay, everybody here? Is it breaking? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, let me know if you can hear me, everybody. Great, great, great. You can hear me. Thank you very much. So bring in more of your friends and we will continue. Thank you, Ejiro Majon, for joining. And thank you, Rumana Kabir, for joining. Together, we have put this to help our friends apply. I applied more than once. Rumana applied more than once. Ejiro applied once and she got in. So you want to know what we did differently that made us eligible, okay? So thank you. So I'm speaking about the word limits. There are word limits for each question. So whatever you are writing, make sure it counts. And just a key thing for answering all the questions before I hand over to Ejiro is that you need to choose a method and approach that works for you. In my book, The Application Guide, you can find it on LinkedIn. I gave different approaches, right? One is the situation, task, action, and result approach. It's called the STAR approach. And I use that a lot because it helped me just line my thoughts. So you want to choose a method that works for you. Some people use the situation, task approach. Some people just use the storytelling method. Whatever you do, just make sure you are communicating and you are actually answering the questions, okay? So having said that, I want us to go to how to actually answer the questions. Ejiro Majon will handle a few questions, Romana will handle some questions, and then I'll handle some questions. When we are done handling each of the questions, then you can ask us your own question, but you don't need to wait. You can start dropping the questions in the chat box, and one of us will be answering as we go, okay? So thank you, Ejiro Majon. The ball is in your court. Give us. Thank you so much. Can you unmute your mic, please, Ejiro?
Hello,
hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Please, Godwin, can you unmute? Kindly unmute your mic. Mute your mic. Sorry. Could you mute your mic? I'm happy to see each and every one of us here. It shows that we want to actually move forward in our applications. Like Ebenezer talked about the approaches. You know, she's a project manager, so she has a very professional approach to these things. So I as an educationist, I always like to go the simple and straightforward approach. That's my approach. So my advice is that, first of all, read through the questions and answer it from your head, first of all. Then after answering it from your head, then you can now start breaking it down in this approach that she talked about. So I'm supposed to answer question 3 and 4, right? Ebenezer. Supposed to help?
Yes.
Sorry, can you unmute?
Yeah. Yes, Ejiro.
Okay, you said I should answer question 3 and 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go right ahead and answer. The question that we're asked for Essay 3 is, after participating in the TechWomen program, how will you leverage your experience and the TechWomen network to impact your home country and community? Be as detailed and concrete as possible. So this question, they want to know how, after your experience in the TechWomen mentorship program and the network, the large network you have come in contact with, how are you going to leverage this experience when you get back home? So, and they need your answer to be as detailed and concrete as possible. So what they're trying to say here is you should project the plans you have when you get back home. For instance, if you're a teacher, I'm a teacher, so I'll give example from my experience. As a teacher, I plan to replicate the TechWomen's program back home in school. So I actually, let me read my answer. I don't know if we can quickly jot it down while I read. Okay, my answer says, the TechWomen mentorship will help boost my confidence to replicate STEM initiatives in my community. Definitely, the relationships forged with fellow participants from all around the world will expand my network and give me the opportunity to interact with and learn from a global community of practice. This will keep me up to date with new and upcoming innovations in STEM. More importantly, it will give me the tools to build on the promising foundation I have laid so far by developing a viable, monetizable product that can be scaled for the benefit of society. The revenues earned will provide a self-sustaining pool of resources to grow the reach and range of solutions. On a personal note, I will create avenues like workshops to sensitize students and teachers in my community. After this sensitization program, which will be continuous as much as possible, I will set up a team and draw up a plan to set in motion a change process. The success of my methods in improving student performance in math and mathematical sciences provides a valuable proof of concept. And now I'll be able to transfer the benefit of the knowledge, network, and experience gained from the program into a viable product. We expect this to create jobs for science teachers, especially with priority for women in math and science, corporate revenues and taxes, as well as a gradual incursion of a new science-oriented culture. Where necessary, I will modify my current strategy and operating procedures to reflect the most recent technological trends learned from the mentorship program. I plan to replicate a mini Tech Girls mentorship locally in my community. Apart from the development of math in my school and community, our school's infrastructure, which is mostly old and decrepit, I will look forward to interacting with other participants in the TechWomen Mentorship Program to gain ideas and insights that have worked elsewhere and seek funding to help our schools and get a better learning environment. So this is how I answered the third essay question. So you have to find a way to express what you want to bring back home after the tech mentorship program and after you have had such a large network, you've been exposed to such a large network. So now the fourth question says, I read, demonstrate your commitment to entrepreneurialism and innovation. The question says, demonstrate your commitment to entrepreneurialism and innovation. Would you describe yourself as having an entrepreneurial spirit? If so, why? So my answer to this question, I said, okay, that's question 4, right? Okay. I don't know if you can all hear me. Okay, so I'll quickly read through my question. So this question tells you to demonstrate how you are going to create a startup or do something that will bring money or revenue or something that will create jobs for people. So my answer was, I would describe myself as a mathematician, engineer, entrepreneur, and innovator. And I'm glad to say that I am the founder and CEO of a startup business called Make Creators Educational Services, which has been registered since July 2021. That was the first sentence. Now, I also said, the business provides various educational services, both on-site and online. This followed my math tutoring channel, EasyMathsTutor, which I created in May 2021 on YouTube. EasyMathsTutor is an online solution where math and mathematical sciences are tackled with ease. We are a preparatory platform for external examinations at the primary and secondary levels. We bring your classroom right to your familiar, comfortable zone. My company has a niche that targets a potential market size of up to 60 million people in Nigeria, including 10 million out-of-school children, most of whom are girls. In brackets, I referenced UNICEF. 20 million external examination candidates yearly, and an even larger market worldwide. I and my team plan to solve problems such as low pass rates in external exams because of math failure and a shortage of math teachers and a common fear of math. We plan to leverage our online tools and methods to grow our market and reach. We also plan to engage government and private businesses, collaborate with schools and parents, do SEO, etc. We will eventually work towards the establishment of Nigeria's first online math and technology school. The last paragraph, we see the EasyMathsTutor YouTube channel gaining 2 million subscribers in the next 3 years and diversifying the communication language to accommodate a variety of local languages such as Pidgin, Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, which are our primary subject focus. We also tend to launch our own e-learning apps and websites, set up master classes and private tutoring, and publish a number of math ebooks in the near future. All things being equal, we'll eventually scale up our profits and organize give back and charity projects in schools and communities. That was where the essay cut off. So you have to try to make your essay within the word limits. Try to make it within the word limits. And then this question is more or less like a pitch. You're going to pitch your idea, your business idea to TechWomen. So I think these are the way I answered these two questions. So maybe at the end of the session, you can ask your questions. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much. That was really good. I want to even thank you for reading a sample of your answers to give like perspective. A lot of people now understand what it means to answer directly and be clear as possible. Thank you so much. This is really kind of you. And some of you that have asked questions, I've also already answered them on the chat group. Please go there. And if you are looking for the book, I'm going to drop the link again. A lot of women have given their resources also. They are also in that book. And you can also reach out to Ejiro Majon for more insights. Thank you so much. This is really, really good. We are honored to have you. Now, Rumana Kabir will be answering our question 1 and 2. I'm so sorry for the mix-up. I thought I didn't look at the agenda before I mentioned the name. So Rumana Kabir is an alumni for TechWomen 2023, and she's happy to share with you her experience. And I'm excited about this because she has applied for more than once, so she's giving you good information. Okay, Rumana, the ball is in your court.
Good evening, all. Thank you, Ebenezer, for the introductory part. Thank you, Ejiro, for sharing your application with us. Before I start, I would start by saying, please, in the event you have applied and you're not selected, please do not give up. Try. As Ebenezer has said, I have applied more than once. I applied in 2018. I applied in 2019. I also applied in 2020. I applied in 2021. And in 2022, finally, I got to the semifinals. And after the semifinals, I still received the rejection email, right? And then I still applied again for the 2023, meaning I have applied 5 times. So please do not give up. Even if you're not selected, just keep your essays, improve on your essays. just see that as a window or opportunity to like improve yourself, look at your essays and then check where you've gone wrong or so. So that's it. This is just to like give you a booster. Yeah. So let me start with the first question. The first question says, describe your professional goals. So your professional goals means what do you want to achieve, like your long-term goals? Where do you see yourself in the next 10, 15, 20 years, right? So you're supposed to describe your professional goals within your chosen track. And how will a TechWomen mentorship help you at? We all know that the main aim of mentorship is to like support, guide, help with resources and the rest, right? So from this question, we have three key main points. We have the professional goals within your chosen track. We have TechWomen mentorship, and then we have how the mentorship will help you achieve your professional goals. Now, describe your professional goals within your chosen track. This part of the question asks you to articulate your career objectives within your chosen field or industry. It requires you to be clear and specific about the direction you want to take professionally. So how will TechWomen mentorship help you achieve your goals? How will they help you in supporting or advancing your career aspirations? It requires you to explain how the program can provide the necessary resources, guidance, and then opportunities to help you reach your full potentials. Now, I believe Ebenezer, sorry, I joined the call late. I believe she has gone through the STAR approach on how you can respond to the questions. So using the situation at hand, you start by providing a brief background about your professional goals within your chosen track. Talk about the specific field or industry you're interested in, and then the objectives you have set for yourself. As I mentioned, where do you see yourself in the next 10, 15, 20 years? Then you explain the key task or milestones you need to accomplish to achieve your professional goals, right? In your goals, we have roadmap, right, to reach your full potentials. Now, how do you achieve each of these milestones? You highlight the challenges or areas you are currently focusing on to progress in your chosen track. So, for example, you can say to achieve these goals, I am seeking opportunities to grow, learn, and gain valuable insights in the field. That's your chosen field. You can also say you understand the importance of mentorship and guidance in your journey toward success. Then what actions have you taken in order to reach your destination, right, or your goal? So you describe the actions you are taking or you are planning to take to work towards your goals. Talk about any initiatives you have undertaken or projects you have been involved in or steps you have taken to enhance your skills and knowledge. Share your enthusiasm for taking action and your willingness to explore opportunities that align with your goals. Then the results, right? Discuss the positive outcomes or progress you expect to achieve by reaching your professional goals. For example, in my case, I am a lecturer, so I'm from academia, and everybody knows if you're in academia, your full potential is being a professor, right? That was what I mentioned in my application. So how will TechWomen mentorship help me navigate that roadmap? What are those things expected of me? How will they help me? The support network, the resources that I need, and the rest. So this includes personal growth, acquiring new skills, making a meaningful impact in your field. Remember, as you grow, as you expand, you also make impact. You always turn back and make impact. So making a meaningful impact in your field or contributing to a particular cause, then paint a picture of the exciting possibilities that lie ahead and the impact you aspire to make. Now you reflect. So you reflect on how a TechWomen Mentorship can help you achieve your professional goals. Explain how mentorship can provide guidance, support, and valuable insights that align with your aspirations. So note that when answering these essay questions, keep the shoe, don't tell principle in mind. It's all about creating a super immersive and engaging narrative for the reader. Just make them feel as if they are in your shoes, right? So instead of just telling them what's happening or how you feel, use a descriptive language, then action details to show this and emotions vividly. So by doing this, the reader can really get into the story from their own emotional connection, the characters and events, have an awesome reading experience. So let me quickly go to the next question. The next question says, explain how you have demonstrated leadership specifically in your chosen track. Highlight those professional accomplishments that you are most proud of and discuss the positive impact of your leadership. So the key highlights, the keywords are how have you demonstrated leadership, then looking at your chosen track, then your professional accomplishments, and then the positive impact. I think I'm sorry. Is it Chris? Who am I saying? Can you please mute? All right, thank you. And then the positive impacts. Then you share a situation where you had the opportunity to demonstrate leadership within your chosen track, set the context, and provide a brief overview of the scenario. Describe the specific responsibilities or tasks you had in that situation, right? As a leader, what are those tasks, the challenges, and the rest? What are those challenges you have faced while exercising that leadership role? So, for example, you can see to address this, I have been management software adoption, employing engaging training methods like group sessions, live demonstrations, and personalized tasks. So what action have you taken? Explain the actions you took to demonstrate leadership. Discuss the strategies, initiatives, or decisions you implemented to address the challenges and guide your team towards success. Then the results, you discuss the positive outcome and accomplishments that resulted from your leadership. Highlight the impact you made on the project or team and any recognition or success achieved. So I think that's all I have for these two questions. So if you have questions, you can just put it down in the chat box and then we can as well answer. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for this amazing response. Everyone, I want to thank you for joining. I usually keep this meeting very short, but it's so interesting. So if this meeting may refresh in the next 10 minutes, and when it does refresh, please join in because we are talking about it. So we want to go to the next question, which is the question. So Romana, thank you very much for explaining a lot about leadership and even talking about the show, don't tell. It's very important that everybody, you show them, don't say, I am this person. No, don't say I am any. Show us how you were something, how you were a leader. In what practical sense? You understand? So you want to bring context and you want to show, not tell. I learned that valuable lesson from my mentor. When I called him in London, he said, hey, do like this, do like this. And I'm very happy that all of my responses were showing, not just talking. Okay. So when you are saying in talking, you have to give the number. You need to say, if you trained 10 people, say you trained 10 people. If you are a leader of a team of 20 people, don't say I'm a leader. No, say I'm a leader of a team of 20 people. Be very specific. And I lead them to do this, this, and that. And what have you achieved under your leadership? Okay. For example, if you want to even give actions, you need to tell us what happened, the impact. Did the government give you an award? Mention all of those things, and you can also drop a link. So that is a very good one, Romana. Thank you so, so much. Again, this meeting will refresh in the next 10 minutes. And when it does refresh, please join up immediately. The next question they ask you in this is the question on leverage and commitment to your home country. When you are trained in the US, they want you to come back and do a project in Nigeria. They want you to come and impact your home country. So what is that project that you would do? What is it that you will leverage on? So let me give an example here. In Nigeria, the current infant mortality rate for 2023 stands at 54,740 deaths per 1,000 live births, indicating a 2.63% from the previous year, 2022, where the rate was 56,000 deaths per 1,000 live births, showing a 2.7% decline from 2021. These statistics highlight the ongoing challenge of high infant mortality in the country, indicating a need for a targeted intervention and improved healthcare services by focusing on improving maternal and child health care, enhancing access to quality medical facilities, and implementing evidence-based interventions. The infant mortality rates can be reduced. What I just read to you is a situation. So you want to talk about what you want to do. And you want to say, oh, I want to bring an intervention to health. Don't just say, I want to bring an intervention to health. Help us understand what is the situation in your country first and why is your intervention important. So this is why it's really important. And like Ejiro rightly said, I'm a project person. So I always like to go systematically, line after line. And then you are writing to people who don't know you, don't know your country very well like you do. So give them some context, give them some background. That is why the situation is there. Then talk about the facts you want to do. Then talk about the action you will take and what action you take and what is the result from that action. If the death rate reduced by 3% because of your work, state it, okay? And say, I'm going to do maybe a healthcare program for the healthcare, primary healthcare in my community. I'm going to bring doctors. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Be very specific. So this question on leverage and commitment is asking, what do you want to do when you are back in your country? How will you leverage the experience you have in TechWomen to impact your country? Now, this is what I would say. Please write what is real, what is realistic, what you know that is achievable. Because when you come back to your country, they're going to check what has your impact project going, how's your own project going. So don't put something that's outrageous. It can be small, it can be big, but you say, okay, I'm going to start from baby steps. It can be a 5-year plan, but in 3 months, this is what I'll achieve. In 6 months, this is what I'll achieve. In 1 year, this is what I'll achieve. That's fine. But always be realistic, and the milestones need to show that it's something is achievable, okay? So then one last thing I need to say here is your results also try to add some kind of recommendation or reflection, okay? In that way, it shows that you're not just talking, you're also putting some thought towards it. And it also shows that you are intelligent. So this I would strongly advise for anybody answering the question on leverage and returning to your country. They want you to return to your country and help your country. Please, they don't want you to just stay back and disappear, okay? So be a good representative of your country and be a blessing to the country as they have also been a blessing to you. The next question that we ask is the question on commitment and entrepreneurship. So this is the question. Demonstrate your commitment to entrepreneurship and innovation. Would you describe yourself as having an entrepreneurial spirit? If so, why? If you have found your own company or startup or organization or initiative or plan to do so in the future, please describe in detail. So this question has like 4 parts. 1, you need to show you that you are committed to entrepreneurship and innovation. You need to show, don't say yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Show us, okay? The second thing, you need to describe that yourself as being an entrepreneur. You also need, number 3, you also need to say if you have started a company. If you have not even started a company or initiative, it's okay. If you plan to, then be very specific what this initiative will achieve. If you already work with an initiative, then tell them how how learning from tech women would improve this initiative you're already working with. So this is very, 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 very important. Again, number one, provide a context. And I'm going to give you an example of a context. In Nigeria, annual tomato loss range from 45% to 60% of total production, while onions and chili suffer losses of 50% and 20 to 30% respectively. At various stages of the supply chain, globally, tomatoes account for 60% of vegetable production at 177 million tons, being a primary vegetable used in processing paste, juice, and powders. Do you notice that I just gave you a situation and I'm talking about what? Tomatoes. So I want to describe a tax. And I want to explain how I am an entrepreneur and how my solution will come to light, okay? So listen to an example. My commitment to entrepreneurship and innovation is exemplified by finding Dawa Media in 2020, a radio station dedicated to addressing women and gender violence issues and providing counseling to teenage girls, collaborating with a dedication of 5 actively promoting our unique services. So you get the story now. I'm not just saying that I'm an entrepreneur, I'm showing you that I'm an entrepreneur by saying I have done a radio, and this is what my radio is doing. I have 5 people working with me. Please give the numbers.